Hey y'all, what's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good day. Happy, is it hump day? Yep. Happy hump day, all that good stuff. Back up here with another impromptu live. I know that I have been tardy with getting these videos up for Belle Collective the last 2 weeks, but when I say life has been lifing, life has been lifing. So with that being said, we're not going to waste no time. Hello. Like the video on your way in. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Turn on those post notifications so you know every time I jump on here. Share me with your friends, your family, your colleagues. And we're going to get right on into this. Please check the description box. I will be, where is it at? As you can see, all of my socials, Cash App, got everything all up there right now, scrolling at the bottom. So definitely follow me on those as well. And yeah, how have you guys been feeling about this season's Belle Collective? Like, are we still liking it? Are we not? How are we feeling? What's going on, Janet Holiday? How are you today? On this fine day, it is super. I had to turn the air down in my house because it must be about 1,000,000 degrees outside because it was even hot in the house. I was like, oh gosh, oh no, oh goodness. And to think I got to go out there and do a little bit of running around and a few, ooh, where's my portable fan? But yeah, I have been enjoying these episodes. However, I do still get, the little tinge of y'all playing in our face. Where we at? Hello, hey. Don't talk about my appearance, okay? So yes, I'm gonna just go over a couple of the highlights from episode 8. Akeisha and Soguchi, she finally found a house, thank God, because we know that Akeisha is, still was in the process of moving her family to Jackson fully and everything. She was looking for a house. She found a house. Everything's good. Marie shows up. Not too much with that. Tambra and Latrice momentarily bond over being outcasts in the group right now. Everyone's pretty much against them, has issues with what they've been doing, made others feel like whatever. And I mean, it just is what it is. The main two things I really wanted to point out with this episode, again, this was episode 8. The D isn't silent, okay? It's not. Is that the conversation with Marie and her mom? I don't know how I felt about. I'm sure obviously her daughter isn't like a baby, so I'm sure she, obviously knows, a bit of her grandmother's background, right? But I don't exactly know if that was the best time, place, setting, especially with the cameras there too. You just add all these extra elements to be trying to convey certain messages to your mom. And with that also being said, Marie, I think you need to come down off this. I don't believe that at this time, your mom, I don't really think that she's going to change. She's a woman of a certain age. And a lot of times when people get into the have deal with addiction, it just, that's just all it ever turns out to be. I don't feel like her having this one incident is going to make her just completely stop, even though that's what she's saying in your face. And if you sit there and believe it, I'm kind of looking at you sideways, especially when you run methadone clinics and, you've been on this, you've done this dog and pony show with her before. At the same time, no, I'm hoping she proves me wrong. I'm not saying that because I'm wishing ill will on her mother. I'm saying that being someone who has experienced individuals in my family around me that have struggled with addiction. And I know that it's easier, said than done. And I just feel like this one incident, once again, is not just going to snap and probably make her be like, oh yeah, I'm done. I'm good off of it. Like, I don't know. We just got to see. Right. But again, I don't feel as though this was the best conversation to have in front of Zuri, in front of her daughter. Like, it was just odd for me. And then the only other thing, again, from this episode is that the party. It is Gucci's birthday, and JJ said that he has a big surprise, emphasis on the word big, surprise for her at the party. And she is going to she, as well as the rest of the ladies, were very, very much surprised. But I shouldn't even say just the ladies, because what really stood out to me throughout this scene was the presence of Latrice's backpack. Latrice's backpack, I think he goes by the name of Cliff. Yeah. That was shade. That was all shade. When said stripper came out, I noticed Cliff being right there up in the mix, like this close. I'm not understanding why he needed to be that close, why he needed to make mention of any of those body parts. But we got a little bit of Marie trying to twerk her not fake cakes, as she has said. I don't believe that at all. I can clearly delineate between the real and the fake when it comes to you, Marie, nose included. You're not fooling anybody, Miss Ma'am. And as far as Letitia, I don't even understand why you would even answer the phone, call Glenn back when you know that he's going to be on some mess. I wasn't understanding why you did that, Miss Ma'am. And 1 second, y'all. I'm on live. Stop. Sorry about that. But and I even asked my husband his take on this. I put on the scene and I was like, let me know if anything stands out to you, whatever. And his words, not mine, were like, yeah, I wouldn't even be in the room. Like, I wouldn't be, that wouldn't be something that I would be trying to witness, like, all up in the mix like that. And I was like, right. But again, Latrice is right here. Cliff was right here saying, literally, and you saw his eyes. Like, come on. You're kind of weird. You're kind of weird, dude. It's kind of weird. But really, that was all for that one episode. Moving right along. Season 3, episode 9, Dick Respectful. We pick right up with the party. As far as Letitia and Cliff, for her to sit there and feel as though she needed to, like, explain herself to someone who is being depicted on the show as an abuser. That's how he's being portrayed on the show to us. And I say that because, did you guys not catch there was some type of visible bruises on the back of Latrice's forearm? Okay. We saw that. I saw that. I know a lot of other people saw that. What were those bruises about? Those were not just, oh, I bumped my arm into the wall. Ooh, like, no, they were visible bruising right back here. And I'm not, because you're not about to catch me up here. No, that's what we're not going to do. However, we did see in the first couple episodes, remember when he showed up down at, was it Z Bar, wherever they were, M Bar, and he kind of grabbed her arm right about here. I'm going to leave it at that. There was like some weird because we know that Latrice and Marie have never quite gotten along, right? Okay. I was kind of like, why are you dancing, trying to drop it low? Like, it was just so cringy. Every time Marie tried to shake a tail feather, it was so cringy, y'all. Oh my goodness. Come on now. But anyway, that was it with the party. Willie's home. I really hope that Akeisha is not just going to be like every time we see her, she's up in the house looking kind of disheveled, looking tired, looking stressed out a little bit. And the only other time that we see her really come out of the house is to talk about, go down to whatever Fair Street. I'm going to really need her to keep bringing it. She's been bringing it like in the confessionals with her choice of words. Like the things she's been saying this season have been good. However, at the same time, we need a little bit more from you, Miss Mama. Like, what's going on there? But Willie's home nonetheless. She updates him on the proposal. And she also tells him how she's wanting to do a holiday because her maiden name is Holly. She wants to do like a holiday mixer historical exhibit, which I thought was awesome because we know that Akeisha really is the only Belle up here that's really gunning to do the who's really not gunning to do, but actually has physically shown progression as it pertains to this whole Fair Street revitalization. So I'm not ever going to scrutinize her when it comes down to it, because that's more than I could say for Letitia. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But then Letitia and Latrice get together for a little tennis lesson. I'm like, what is up with the whole acting ditzy and just kind of, it was irrelevant. This was kind of like an irrelevant scene to me because at this point, this is just two people talking to one another, two in denial chicks talking to one another about how they are both hanging on to dead weight. That's what I see. That's what I saw. Two in denial chicks in tennis skirts talking about the dead weight that they continue to hold on to. But let Latrice say it. Okay, let Latrice say it. She's just going through the motions of marriage. I'm like, as a married woman myself, those are not motions that I've ever dealt with. I don't like to think that I've ever been up here looking crazy because of what my husband's put me through. And for what? What is the ultimate goal? Because you clearly are not you're clearly not okay with it. Like, you say one thing, he says the direct opposite. And it's not just as it pertains to irrelevant things. Like, these are kind of make or break, deal breaker type of things that go on between y'all. Yet you still, I don't get it. Like I said, I'm rolling through this, y'all, because it's really not that much. And right after this, I'll be coming back with my Real Housewives NYC recap and review, which will also be pretty quick because, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Akeisha and her sisters come through. They were really fun, giving a lot of southern shade and all that, and I really liked it. And they comment on Tambra's voice. We know that Tambra talks like this, and it is very, very apparent. Like, that whole thing. She talks, yeah, we know that's how she talks, right? And but they come through and they're like, talking to her about, what's going on between the collective, go figure. And Akeisha basically says, as far as Tambra, she's like, I don't really understand why she would bring me into the fold only to scrutinize and, only to like talk bad about me to the other ladies. And I'm like, honestly, I wonder the same thing, because she could have just not brought you on altogether and like, what, I don't really understand. Did you think that you're gonna bring her into the fold and she would be like a flop, or like, what did you think was gonna come of this? So why would you even waste your time if you are not really truly wanting her to flourish in this group? It, and I hope that's a question that's brought up at the reunion. I don't know if it will be, but I guess we will see. And then she also makes mention of Letitia, like I said prior, how she really hasn't put any, well, it wasn't even Akeisha that said it, it was the sister that called it out. And it's like, so you have an issue trying to, you know, say that I stole this idea from you. However, you've been procrastinating on really making anything shake down there. Because let us not forget, y'all, Letitia was here season 1. Akeisha got here last season. So Letitia already had one whole season on Akeisha to get things jumping. And she has not, but instead lets this man run her crazy and have her out here looking wild. And she opened up her office or whatever, which is great. I guess she's still doing her brunches and whatever. I'm not saying she's not doing things in life per se. However, as it pertains to Ferris Street, she has not made anything happen. So of course, I'm going to bet on Akeisha then and respect her. But anyway, JJ Willie meet up. They shoot some pool. They shoot some big balls. Actually, not just pool. They shoot some big balls. And Glenn, JJ lets Willie know that Glenn wants to be a rapper. Yes, a rapper. And Willie's reaction was literally my exact reaction. Like, dude, you are kind of old for that. And the industry is already oversaturated to the point that I don't think that we need 2 boozies. We already have one that runs amok all through the blogs all the time. But JJ lets him know that I guess is Glenn's way of wanting to get Letitia back. What? And I also was a little confused too, because I'm like, wait, did Akeisha? Now, you know, Akeisha told Willie about what happened at the party. So it was kind of weird how he was trying to act surprised again, I guess, when JJ was telling him. I'm like, dude, now you already know that. Because if it was me, knowing how people are in relationships, right? Like relationships, marriages, all that. First of all, if I was there and my husband wasn't there, I would probably have already sent him pictures like, oh my God, look, like we be talking about everything. So he would already knew. So Akeisha and Willie, all are not fooling anybody. We know that you already told him prior to the scene, but I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna leave you alone. But I really, did y'all clue into JJ telling Will? He made sure he told Willie about Cliff's behavior about said stripper. You know, the whole commenting on the 15 inches, just being right there as Latrice's backpack, you know. So I'm like, okay, not only are we seeing some odd behavior, and a lot of people too on Twitter were talking about, you know, how things may have, this may be indicative of the fact that Josh, they got into it in the beginning. Are y'all seeing what I'm putting down? I know you are. So, I mean, could it be so far-fetched to think that maybe because he just looked way too interested, y'all. He looked way too interested. He was all in between this man's legs with his eyeballs and just continued to talk about it. and describe it in detail. Like, why? Whatever. And we also see Letitia and Tambra, they sit down at the park or whatever. And all that really was said in this situation was Tambra saying that this man was not her fiance. Once again, he was just someone that she dated for a few months. And then Letitia apologized a few times. It really wasn't none, y'all. Like, I don't really care about that situation because I think that was very distasteful to do that to somebody. And I'm talking to Marie mostly, and Letitia kind of, because she was right there, and that's why she was apologizing in the scene, to do that to someone that you consider a friend. And you don't even hear that person's side, but you go out of your way to meet with somebody who was in that was in a situation that potentially could have caused harm to said friend. Like, that was very odd to me. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't need to hear anything from this person, because not only, look at the time, that was several years ago. So it's just like, why? But Marie does things like that. If she's not starting mess like that, then she's talking about Latrice, or she's crying over her mom, or she's taking care of all of her all of her grandkids, her kids, circus animals, and everything else. Like, Marie's always got her hand in a place that it's not supposed to be. So honestly, couldn't really expect much from her in this situation. However, it was really sad to see Tambra, somebody who considered Marie a friend, be so upset because, you know, she's like, what the crap? Like, come on. Anyway, the holiday mixer comes. It's time for holiday mixer, right? And Marie looks like, Latrice is like, Marie looks like New Year's. And honestly, I couldn't have said it better. She had on one of those, like, you know, Party City New Year's Eve hats. It was gold. She had on a wannabe, I guess, Gucci, Versace leggings, this top. Like, it was a lot going on with that outfit, and it wasn't cute. I should have got you guys a graphic. I'm sorry. Scold me later. Hey, Feisty, what's going on? All my people are here. Yes, one boozy is enough, sis. One boozy is very much enough. Okay. But and then Letitia shows up late AF again. So it's just, it just shows that I really don't think that that thrill, that motivation for this whole Fair Street project really is in her anymore. I feel like she's mostly concerned again with everything else, with her husband, who shouldn't be your husband, should be your ex-husband, you know, all that. And when Cliff embraces Letitia at the mixer or whatever, he immediately, you know, because she's like taken aback a little bit. And my issue with her is I feel like she's more angry. She's got more smoke for Cliff when she really needs to have the most smoke for Glenn, the one who is blowing up her phone talking about, as long as you still have my last name, you will act accordingly. You will treat it with respect. Da 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 da. Yet you are the same person that goes out of your way to create potential outside babies, to continuously DM, talk to, entertain other women when you've been with this woman for however many years. Like, and for you to come out your face and talk about I'm disrespecting your last name or anything attached to you. No, you disrespected yourself before anything. Let's get that right. Okay, Mr. Yes, boozy number 2. So I really, again, I'm looking at Letitia like, girl, I can't even be as mad at Cliff in this situation as I would like to be. Trust me, because I would love to be super angry with him, because why not? I mean, it's Cliff, right? Okay. However, you are making it to where I can't even be that mad at him because you're more mad at him again instead of your husband, like the one who puts you in these situations. Like, girl, you can't. I missed y'all too. I did. I really did. It feels like it's been so long. He don't respect his last name older. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. And Akeisha's me once again. Why are you interjecting, Cliff? Why are you interjecting in people's relationships, marriages, stuff like that when you don't want nobody coming up and interjecting in y'all's situation, you and Latrice? Make that make sense. Like, so I'm not allowed to get you together about how you come off as an abuser, yet you can sit here and call up my estranged, let me just put that in front of there, estranged husband. You can come up here and tell him about what I am doing, which was not even, and let's get that part straight. Letitia wasn't Marie who was and doing, you know, all of this, that, and the other thing, right? Like she wasn't them. So again, why? What was there? What needed to be said? Oh God, I can't stand people like that. Yeah, this honestly is like one of my biggest pet peeves when people like go at, like try to like malign you and try to freaking paint you out to be like a certain, like try to catch you slipping, I guess, however you explain it. I hate when people try to do that and then try to like, I guess, what was he trying to tattletale? Like that was her daddy? Like, no, sorry, that's not Latrice, and he's Flynn, and y'all are not the same person. Wrong couple. Hey, sweet pea. I'm gonna just leave that question up there because that question ain't for me. Sis. Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm annoying, y'all. But and then Marie trying to talk about Latrice gunning for every woman. She just trying to, again, always say something negative about somebody else. Like, girl, goodbye. Because you're not too far removed from looking crazy yourself attached to some man that we didn't forget. We didn't forget about what was, I don't even remember Marie's ex-husband, what, I don't even remember his name, but we didn't forget about him. Okay, so you might want to just stay on out of this one. But y'all, that's it for this one. I'm about to come immediately back for, and I didn't even put it up yet, about to come immediately back for Real Housewives New York. Not too much on that one. Second episode wasn't as up to par as the first episode, if you ask me. So that'll be real fast. And then I might be coming back again after that. And after that, you guys see my face 3 more times today. I'm gonna just say that. So again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription button, like the video. Replay gang, what's up? How are you guys? I will definitely be answering all your comments, so don't forget to leave me some comments so we can talk about these episodes and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will be right back, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna just back away from here gracefully. I'm gonna let y'all women in the comments. All right. I'll be right back, y'all. Bye.